Hello, I'm Marek, I'm a senior platform engineer, and welcome to today's video. Here's the experiment. I'm going to hand an AI agent, Claude Code, one plain English instruction and let it write my entire GitHub Actions pipeline. Lint, tests, dependency caching, the whole thing. Then I'm going to do the part most people skip, read every line, validate it on my laptop, and grade it honestly, what it got right, and the one thing I would never ship as. Is no cloud account, no live pipeline run, nothing to pay for. Let's find out if you can actually trust this. First, the project. Because a fair test needs something real. It's a tiny node service, one function that greets a name and two tests that prove it works and that it complains when you forget the name. There's a lint script and a test script in package.json, so the pipeline has something genuine to run. Let me prove it's green locally before any AI touches it. Lint passes, both tests pass. This is the code base we're handing over. Nothing exotic, the kind of repo you actually have. Now, the handover. I'm not opening an editor and I'm not writing YAML. I describe what I want in one sentence, a workflow that runs on push and pull requests, sets up node 20 with npm caching, then runs lint and tests. And I tell it to only write the file. Watch the flags, allow tools, pre-approves writing files and running bash, so it never stops to ask permission mid-task. Then I hit enter and let it work. This takes a couple of minutes, it's reading the rec. This takes a couple of minutes, it's reading the repo, figuring out the scripts and writing the workflow. Real agent, real write the file. Here's what it produced, and honestly it's good. It runs on push and pull requests, sets up node 20, turns on npm caching, then runs lint and tests in order, exactly as asked. But look closer, because it did more than I asked. It added the least privilege permissions block, read-only access to the repo. It added the concurrency group that cancels a stale run when you push again. And it set the 10-minute timeout, so a hung job can't run forever. Those are senior engineer instincts, and I didn't prompt for any of them. Read this the way you'd read a pull request. Is it correct? Is the correct? Is repo? It concurrency group. Requests. Sets up minimal. Would you ship it? Never trust generate the config because it looks right. Prove it parses. I don't need GitHub for this. First I load the file with a real YAML parser. If the indentation were off, this would throw. It parses clean. Then I use Y key to walk the structure and list the actual steps the job will run. Checkout, setup node, install, lint, test. That's a real validation pass on my laptop, no pipeline run required. So far the AI is 2 for 2, it works, and it's hardened, no pipeline run required. So far the O. Here's the thing I would not ship. Look at those last two lines. The actions are pinned to floating tags. Checkout at v4, setup node at v4. A tag is mutable. Whoever controls that action can move v4 to point at new code tomorrow, and your pipeline silently runs it. That's a real supply chain attack path, and it breaks my own rule. Never depend on an unverified floating version. The fix is to pin to a full commit SHA, which can't be moved, and leave the tag as a comment so you still know which version it is. I looked the real SHAs up from GitHub. Here's the change. Same actions, now immutable. So, the verdict. I applied the SHA pins and the workflow still parses clean. The fix was safe. Here's the final state. Both actions locked to immutable commits. Tag kept as a comment. My honest grade is a strong B+. The AI got the structure right, added hardening I didn't ask for, and saved me 10 minutes of boilerplate. What it missed was the security default that matters most in a public pipeline, and that's exactly why you stay the reviewer. AI writes the first draft fast. You catch the thing that would have bitten you in production. That division of labor is the whole point. So can you let an AI write your pipeline? Yes, with one rule. Let it draft fast, then read every line, validate locally, and fix the security defaults it skips. Today that was floating action tags. Pin them to SHAs and you're golden. The agent is a fast junior engineer and you're the senior who signs off. That's the workflow that's actually safe. If this was useful, give it a like and subscribe. I post honest, hands-on AI. DevOps experiments every week, and the next one wires this exact pipeline into a real repository. See you there.